everyone, this is teacher Donna once again, and for this video I will be sharing with you guys about MCLA, or Mint Center for Language Acquisition Incorporated. So this is actually a Korean ESL company, and I used to work there for last year for 3 months, I guess, starting August to October. I forgot already. As far as I could remember, I worked there for 3 months. So, MCLA, overall, this is actually a general information about the platform. So, first, before you can of course you have to undergo an application process, and they will be having 2 interviews. So the first one is the initial interview, just the typical interview, and then the second interview, there it includes the demo. And when we say demo, their demo is just very easy. You are just going to they will give you an object, for example like an apple, and then the interviewer will say, can you please teach me this word or this object, apple? And then they will create a scenario like, I will be a 5-year-old kid, something like that. And yeah, MCLA caters both adults and kids students. And speaking of the application process, you will undergo a 2-week training, and the nice thing in MCLA is that their training is paid. So you will receive 6,000 pesos after the training, whether you will continue the application or not, as long as you completed the whole training sessions. And then, so for the 2 weeks training, the first week training will be 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So there you will be oriented about the company, on their rules and their policies, something like that, and then on how you handle their the classes, and then they will talk about their lesson materials. But don't worry guys, maybe 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is too overwhelming, but actually it's not that occupied, like it's not really busy. The trainers are also very, very nice, and then it's a group training, so you will meet a lot of teachers as well. And then for example, the trainers will give you activity, or you will be oriented about MCLA rules and policies, and then they will give you for example free time. And then it's really enough. It's not that it's not that the whole hours you will be sitting in front of your laptop or desktop. So yeah, it's not really how do you call that, it's not full 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the second week, it will be the trial and assessment. So you will wait for your turn, because you are going to have the assessment. So in this situation, the trainers will be your student, and then they will assess you, and then they will give you, how to say it, they will give you some feedbacks right after that. And then also, so once you completed the 2-week training, whether you because you already discovered about the platform, so you can decide whether you like it or not. And then if you decided to discontinue your application, but you completed a 2-week training already, so you will receive 6,000 pesos in your bank account. So they will be asking you about your bank details. And then let's talk about the rate. The rate is actually 25 pesos for 10 minutes. So let's say for 25, maybe 75 for 30 minutes. Yes, okay, let's just say. So that's the new teacher's rate. That's 75 pesos for 30 minutes. And then their slots actually their slots um, are 10 minutes. So for example, your classes will be 7:10, 7:20, 7:30. So that's their slots. It's not the typical, I mean, it's not the same with the other ESL that you will have breaks in between, like 5 minutes, like you will start your class at 7 and then you will end at 7:25, so you will have 5 minutes before your next class. However, in MCLA, your class will be 10 minutes, so it depends on the students whether they will book the full 30 minutes or only for 10 minutes and then for 20 minutes. So that's it. And then, however, the company stated there that it's okay not to, and because it's actually very troublesome to end the class, because the student some of the students will tell you, oh, it's not yet time, why did you end the class so early? And then, but some students, it's okay for them to end the class as early as possible. For example, like supposed to be they booked you 2 slots, so that's 20 minutes, and then it's okay for them to end around the 18th minute of your lesson. But for some other students, they will be, they are wondering, oh, why did you end the class, teacher? And then sometimes they will leave you bad feedback for that. So that's the point, maybe one of the disadvantages already in this platform, because they don't have breaks in between, in which students maybe they don't get it, why the teachers have to end the class so early. However, the admin already stated that it's okay for you to end around 18 or 19 minutes. But as I say, it's very difficult for the students to understand that kind of system, because of course they expect you to end the lesson for full 10 minutes or 20 minutes or even 30 minutes. And then no flexible schedule, because it's like a fixed schedule. For example, you just have to choose your specific slots. You may begin around 5 a.m. and end to 10 a.m. and then you may also begin around 10 a.m. and then end at 2 p.m. Or you may start with 6 p.m. and you may end at 11 p.m. So you cannot choose your time. They only have three shifts. So that's in the morning, and then 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So that's also one of the disadvantages. So they don't have a flexible schedule. Yes. Okay, but you can request, actually, if for example you have chosen 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's your 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that's your preferred slot. And then if for example you want to say, sir or ma'am, I want to have breaks 10 around let's say 9 a.m. to 9:30. So you can request that before you started opening your slot, so that the student will not be your regular student, because once the students book your slots, it's like they are your permanent students most of the time. But they also have sudden bookings, so that's your new students, if that's they are available then. So maybe their students choose their preferred slots already when they enroll in the class. So that's my understanding, because as I requested in the admin, they said you are not allowed anymore to have vacant time, because it's already booked by your regular student. So that's my understanding about it. And then they book it's both booking and regular system, because you will have, once again, regular students and then some sudden bookings. For example, if the other teachers are absent, so they will transfer the class for you. Or you could also have or you could be a substitute teacher as well. And then they have 3 platforms, like where you can conduct your classes. So you will be booked by audio or video classes. So yeah, and then you will be using 3 platforms for that. And then let's talk about the lesson memo. So the lesson memo is at the when I started, it was very, very, hassle for me, because you have to they really require you to put 3 mistakes of the students, and then the sentences and your corrections, and then vocabulary and their meanings that you have talked about during the class. And then you have to suggestion. You also have to input your suggestion or suggested sentences in there. And then also, yeah, the comment, and then the 3 mistakes uncorrected sentences of the students. However, later on, after a week, yeah, it's like okay, so you will get used to it, so it's okay if you'll apply in MCLA. So just don't mind or don't be overwhelmed by their lesson memo. You will get used to it. And then what else? Sorry, I did not prepare this. I did not prepare the informations that I'm going to say in this video. But yeah, so MCLA is actually a branch of a Korean ESL English institution in Korea. So they have owners. Actually, MCLA, I think, has 2 owners. Yes, because when we are assigned to our specific boss, yeah, so yeah, we have 2 groups there, and their admins are really nice. They're very helpful all the time. And the good thing is that if you want to cancel your classes, for example, like tomorrow you want to cancel your classes, just inform ahead of the time, like a day before you will cancel all of your classes, so they don't have penalties for that. So that's what I like. And however, if you don't have power backups and internet backups, so I forgot what's the penalty or how much is the penalty, but it's a little expensive, I guess. And then yeah, there are many students in MCLA. Most of the time, I had a lot of students in MCLA, and also they have incentives as well. And then they will have parties, something like that. They're very generous. Yeah. So I hope this video helps you, and if you have any questions, I appreciate if you will comment or even message me. Thank you so much for supporting, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time in my next informative videos about ESL teaching or ESL companies. Thank you once again. Goodbye.